Once again, it wouldn't be the US Open if we didn't have an out of character, racist, ignorant European. This time we have Jelena Ostapenko trying to put down and denounce a dominant woman of color. That would be Taylor Townsend, who wiped the floor with Ostapenko, dominating her 7-5 and 6-1 in their US Open matchup. For those who do not know, Taylor Townsend in singles is ranked 139 in the world, Ostapenko 25. So this was a big time upset. However, Taylor Townsend in doubles is ranked number 1 in the world. But post match, Ostapenko wants to get in the face of the black woman who thoroughly dominated her and then wants to verbally assault her, talking about how she has no class, no education, and to see what happens when Taylor Townsend plays her outside of America. But good news, Taylor Townsend played her outside of America in Canada and beat her ass. It's the same tired BS when it comes to these Europeans who get thoroughly dominated by our women of color. And in her own quotes, Taylor Townsend says, "I'm not just going to tolerate disrespect. You're not going to disrespect me in my face," close quotes. And of course, racist naysayers will be like, "Oh, she egged on the crowd to boo Ostapenko," and her fake ass, also equally racist defenders will say that she's a sore loser. This is who she is. This is what she does. But the difference is, baby, in case you haven't noticed, you're in New York City. You're in the US Open, and we don't tolerate that racist bullshit, especially when you look at the footage and see that it was Ostapenko who started by putting her fingers in Townsend's face. When it comes to these European women, they just have these crazy meltdowns and then want to claim that there's some false disrespect. But post-match, look at the disrespect. Look at the finger pointing, and all women know, black women especially, if you point the finger in the face, in the direction of a woman of color, your ass is grass. But thankfully, the setting was the US Open, so Ostapenko gets to walk back to her locker room as she was eliminated, rightfully so, when she should have been carted out in an ambulance. Even Naomi Osaka had to chime in saying that Ostapenko's comments to Taylor Townsend was one of the worst things you can say to a black tennis player in a sport that is primarily dominated by white people or Europeans. But we really know who has no class. As we've seen before, Coco Gauff